Hey, what's going on, folks? This is Consoletronix. My name is Gray, and I badly need a dig in the grave. Now then, I mentioned in my last pickups video that I had a few packages starting to pile up. Well, I am literally just in the door from work, where I have been greeted by a whole lot bloody more. Now, originally I was going to wait a couple of days before shooting another pickups video, but sod that for a game of toy soldiers. I badly want to get into some of these packages because there should be some items of interest, not just for you Sega and Nintendo fans, but also for you Amiga enthusiasts, because that's right, I've been getting back on the Amiga collecting bandwagon. Now, we've got quite a few to get through, so let's begin immediately. And we have, first off, we have, straight into the Amiga stuff. We have, which one is this? This is The Running Man, the 1987, I think, Arnold Schwarzenegger action movie. Don't think this was ever ported to the NES. This may be a European original release. I've not played this myself. I have checked out some videos of it on YouTube. It looks fairly decent. And yeah, I might be doing a video on this very, very soon. Next one, we have PSP. This is Afterburner Black Falcon. That's right, a lot of Sega fans have been making a lot of noise in recent years, wanting to see old Sega franchises be brought back to the mainstream. Titles like Streets of Rage often get brought up, but it's amazing the amount of old Sega franchises that actually have had modern interpretations. We've had Golden Axe, okay, that wasn't great, but yeah, Afterburner, Outrun, and other titles have at least been brought back from the brink and been given new games. So yeah, this one is actually pretty decent, based on an arcade machine, I believe. And next we have, is this a Wii game? I believe it is. I think this is a port of a PC title. Yeah, Kate West, The Vanishing Files. I think there's a couple of games in this series. Find the clues, solve the crimes. Point and click adventure, I think. Not played this, but I have heard good things about it. Again, another one I'm looking to make a video on. We have one of the titles that got me very excited and made me want to do this pickup video early. Ba-boom. Bomberman. Super Bomberman, I should say. I originally had the PAL release many moons ago, but like I said, I sold off a lot of my games collection. This obviously being the Super Famicom or Japanese release. There's quite a few of these. There's at least 5 Super Bomberman titles for the SNES or Super Famicom. Plus there's Bomberman, Biederman, and I think there's a couple of others as well. But that is fantastic. Although in my opinion, the best Bomberman game of all time is still Saturn Bomberman. And we can't leave out good old Sega, can we? Yeah, one of the few Sega franchises that I'm not all that clued up on, and that's the Monaco Grand Prix, or is it sometimes known as Ayrton Senna's Super Monaco Grand Prix. This is the Master System version. I have played it briefly on the Megadrive, but like I say, never owned this as a kid, I should say, growing up. But the Megadrive version is very good, and I'm looking forward to see how the Master System port compares. And we're going to keep this. I didn't know that. This is Mega Games 1, a collection of 3, wouldn't exactly call them classic, but 3 fondly remembered, shall we say, Mega Drive games. We have Columns, World Cup Italia 90, and Super Hang-On. I just noticed opening this up that quite unusually, it came with 3 individual manuals for the games. Now, previous versions of this that I have owned never came with manuals, so I don't know what that is all about. And this one actually feels like VHS cassettes. What's this? It is. This was a spur of the moment buy, shall we say. two Mega Drive titles, parts 1 and 2. Not exactly a game series I'm particularly fond of, although I have briefly played the first, but it is PGA Tour Golf 1 and 2. I think it is PGA European Tour. I think that's 1 and 2. Yes, I mentioned in my last video that I'm not big on sports games, and one of the sports I like the least probably have to be golf. But yeah, these games are considered classics in the Mega Drive library for some reason. So yeah, I saw them go on, the pair of them, for something like 99p, so I thought, why not? Trust me, the titles should be getting better from here on out. We have a package that doesn't want to open. It is a game I've already unboxed, sort of. We have Super Hang-On, the standalone version, complete. Yeah, I really like this game. I like the Hang-On franchise. Obviously the first game was on the Sega Master System. It was a built-in title for a little while before Alex Kidd and Sonic the Hedgehog, I think. This one, Super Hang-On, is an excellent game, which I also believe was on a number of home computers. I know it was on the Amiga. I swear I don't like sports games, but yeah, here's another one. Super Kickoff. Now, any of my European or UK viewers should be familiar with the Kickoff series, as it was very popular on home computers. This is Super Kickoff, which I think is part 2. I'm not sure. Obviously not as good as Sensible Soccer, but hey, it's pretty damn good in its own right. Certainly one of the better football games on the Mega Drive. And we have... Can you believe it? Another sports game, sort of. This is Speedball 2 for the Master System. Now, Speedball 1 was on the Master System as well, and I'm yet to pick that. Oh, actually, do I own that one already? I'm not 100% sure. But I think Speedball 1 and 2 are also on the Mega Drive. Again, another port from the 16-bit Commodore Amiga. I'm trying to think now. Do I have the first game on Master System? I probably do, but this is part 2 anyway. Oh, no manual. Once upon a time, if I bought a game with no manual, I would be straight on eBay looking for another copy with a manual. But yeah, those days are long gone now. I'm happy just to have this one. We have... I don't know what. It comes to us from Japan. I'm looking to see what part. It comes from Fukuoka, Japan. This might be a Hit Japan auction I won, actually. For those of you who don't know, Hit Japan, the... Ooh, some Nintendo games. Hit Japan are one of the best Japanese sellers on eBay. And I think it is Hit Japan because he has included something here. What is this? Bit of origami or something. Very nice. Anyway, we've got a message from him. It says, thank you for your purchase. Once you open your package, please check the condition of the item, blah 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 blah. I can't remember what these games are, and I can't even see them, so let's get them out of the packaging and have a look together. It is... Ooh, is that, I think it was Human Grand Prix. It is a Battle Grand Prix for the Super Famicom. Is it by Human? Naxat Soft. We have... Ooh... Songmaster. I mentioned I can read a bit of Japanese, but I can't read certain scripts. There's 3 Japanese alphabets, of which I can only read 1. I can't read kanji or katakana, but I can read hiragana, and here's one which many of you should be familiar with. This is Pilot Wings, a launch title for the SNES and Super Famicom. One of the most difficult games I think I've ever played in my entire life. The Nintendo 64 version is one of my all-time favourite games. The SNES version I've never quite got on with, but apparently the Japanese version... This one's already open. The Japanese version is supposed to be a little bit simpler. And we have movies. Guess what kind? Anime. That's right. Basically, I picked this up just for this one, Ghost in the Shell. I think I actually have the other two on DVD as well. I've got Ninja Scroll. I think I actually have this same one, the 10th anniversary special edition. I also have the I think it was the TV series that followed this. I have Akira on DVD as well, but it is a US release, I think, and won't play on any of my modded Xbox or PS2. It'll play on the Xbox with no sound. So yeah, I picked up the UK release. Like I say, all three movies for 99p. You really can't go wrong for that kind of money, can you? And we have... Let's go open this. We have something which looks suspiciously like a original Famicom title. I think it's called Arabian Nights. It did get released in the West, but I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head what the title was. If I can find out as soon as I've done this video, I'll put the English title at the bottom. But this one came with not an instruction manual, which I'm hoping is in the box, but a guidebook. In Japanese, obviously, but I do like these guidebooks. I've actually got quite a few of these books. Japanese guidebooks for a lot of Famicom and other machines. I'm trying to think what titles I've got. I've got most of the Dragon Quest ones. Oh, they're great. The artwork in this is fantastic. Lots of hints and tips. And for someone like myself who's trying to learn to, you know, speak and read a little bit of Japanese, they're very good. Yeah, excellent. I'm thinking about doing a video showing off some of my, I wouldn't exactly call it a massive collection, but I do have guidebooks for a couple of different titles. I've been waiting to get hold of this because here is two of my favourite games. Boom! Micro Machines 1 and Micro Machines 2. Yes, that's right, folks. You should all be familiar with this series, developed by Codemasters, the British studio who brought us Dizzy the Egg. I think the series is actually still going. I think even the toy line, I think, is still knocking about. Let me just see the cartridge. Yeah. Well, this is the first one, so it's not on this one. But on the second one, I think they were called J-Carts. Let me take it out so you can get a better look at it. Yeah, they had Joypad ports on the actual cartridge, so you didn't need to go out and buy a multi-tap. I mentioned Bomberman was one of the best games. Let's see, where is it? I mentioned Bomberman was one of the best games on the Super Nintendo that I have ever played, especially with a couple of mates. But yeah, you need an additional multi-tap adapter, same with the Saturn. So these J-Carts, or whatever the hell they were called, there were other games as well, I seem to remember. I think there was a couple of tennis games that had them. Yeah, they were a godsend. A couple of friends round, bring their controllers. Magic. And we have a 3DS game, Pilot Wings Resort. Don't know much about this game, actually. I think it was a launch title or an early release for the system, but yeah, I mentioned that the Nintendo 64 version of Pilot Wings is a absolutely fantastic game, very relaxing, very, very good game. But yeah, I've not really heard a lot about that game, so I'm going to be looking forward to trying that one out. And we go to The Ninja for Sega Master System. This one, if you know this game, you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, why would you buy that game? That game is an absolute nightmare. This game is fantastic, but you have to put in the practice. You have to get good. Basically, it's like a memory test, because the enemies always spawn in the same places. So if you play the game and go through the levels a couple of times, you get to know the enemy placements, and the game can become a doddle. The trick is to kill the enemies with as few weapons as possible, or shuriken. Excellent, excellent game. A large box, which contains a smaller box, which contains, I think it's a Megadrive game. Actually, I was expecting a lot more Amiga games. Maybe in the next couple of packages. We have one you should all be familiar with again, Quackshot. That's right, it wasn't just Mickey Mouse who was pumping out their hits in the 16-bit era, but also stablemate from Walt Disney Studios, Donald Duck. And in fact, I think Donald Duck may have actually had the better games. But shh, don't tell anyone. People will get cross if they found out I said that. Look at this. Wrapped in bin liner again. One of my pet peeves. Oh, this is... What is this? I promise you it's not more Yokai Watch. I'm done with all that. Oh, is this the Amiga stuff I was waiting for? I can't even get it out of the box. I think it is. I see Gremlin, the old British studio. It is an Amiga game I genuinely know nothing about. I think it's text adventure, not text adventure. Point and click adventure. It's called Suspicious Cargo, and it's upside down. Hold on. When you need something transported in space and you don't want inquisitive customs folk asking questions or tiresome legal documentation, then Lady Luck is the ship and Jonah Hayes is your man. Starring Jonah Hayes. Designed and developed by Image Tech. Yeah. Anyone out there who's ever heard of this game, let me know. Is it good? Because I've been looking to do some videos on a couple of Amiga games that I know of, and also do a few on that I don't know of. And yeah, I was thinking of doing a playthrough of maybe one of those old point-and-click adventures, but one of the lesser-known ones, like Zack McCracken, rather than, say, Monkey Island, that everybody's familiar with. We have a box here, which feels like there's nothing in it. And let's see what's in this one. Where did it come from? UK. We have bubble wrap. More bubble wrap. And again, ooh, let me show you. We have a Super Famicom game that this time I know almost nothing about, despite coming to us from a major studio and being based on a massive movie. That's Beauty and the Beast. Well, this is the Super Famicom version, yeah, but for the Super Nintendo. And by the looks of it, it still looks like it's never been played. Picked this up for next to nothing. So the graphics on the back of the box certainly look the business, if you can sort of see through a bit of that glare. Yeah, I really don't know what to tell you about this one. But yeah, produced by Hudson Soft, one of my all-time favourite developers. Developers of Bomberman, of course, amongst others, like Bonk. And I think this is the last one. No, we got one more of that, but this one is... Ooh. Actually, I'll leave that one to last. I'm going to have a look at this one. There's something going on. Well, little USB light. We'll get back to this one. Now, in the last pickups video, I showed off a box of manga magazines. The magazine in question was Manga Mania. Now, Manga Mania would run for a number of different years. It would go through a whole host of different publishers. But yeah, I picked up some more. Don't know if I'll go for the full set. Let me see if there's anything here that might interest you. We have Cyber City Audio 808, who remembers that one? Pat Labar, I think, I don't remember. No clue. We have Street Fighter. Yes, that's right, they covered a little bit of gaming as well. We have, Jesus Christ, I don't know that one. Although it looks pretty tasty. Is that Dirty Pair? That's a Dirty Pair. That's Dominion Tank Police. We have... And you guys know who that is? Well, you will pretty soon. That is Elita from Battle Angel Elita. Let me see if you can zoom in on her. Can you see her face at all and her eyes? Now, obviously, she has that sort of typical anime manga style large eyes, which is supposed to make her look a little bit cuter. Well, they've done something pretty strange. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the fact that there is an American live action adaptation of Battle Angel Elita coming out very soon. In fact, this summer, I think. I think the trailer has been up for a while, but yeah, the actress they've got to play that, they've digitally enhanced her eyes to give her that sort of anime look, but she's the only one they've done that to, and it's quite off-putting, but the people behind the film seem to think it is a fantastic look, and frankly it just looks creepy in a live action movie. I think that is everything. Believe it or not, I actually thought there'd be more Amiga games, but we got Suspicious Cargo and we got Running Man, I think there was one other. That's it. Yes, there's a few games here like Bomberman and Micro Machines and a few others that I've been looking forward to getting my hands on. For those of you interested, I do have a second channel called Video Holocaust where I review movies, mostly action, but I throw in a bit of anime and what have you. And yeah, Ghost in the Shell was one of the movies I'm looking to do a review on. I'll leave a link on the screen if you'd like to check out that channel. As for everything else, this video's gone on for quite a bit long, so we'll just wrap up things here while I have a bit of a tidy up. And hopefully you'll see some gameplay videos coming up very soon. Some of these games and maybe a few Amiga games. So thank you for watching. My name's Gray. You've been watching Consoletronix. More videos up soon. Thank you for watching and goodbye.